Well, all right. The Las Vegas Raiders go with just best player available. They land Brock Bowers, the, I think great tight end. I feel like 13 is a bit of a steal here. I had him much higher on my own personal board. And again, for the Raiders, who maybe would have liked the quarterback to fall to them at 13 and maybe even were half considering trading up, they decide, you know what? Either a trade up wasn't worth it, or at this point, certainly none of the quarterbacks available would be worth it. I don't think, unless you're a big Spencer Rattler fan. So hey, just get Brock Bowers. And it's interesting because I did a mock draft where I did what I think would happen. And those things can get off the rails pretty quickly because, one move goes weird and, one thing goes haywire and then everything else changes. I did not predict the Falcons to get Penix at number 8, obviously. But, I did that, and the Raiders ended up with Brock Bowers in that draft. And I kind of thought, okay, that's interesting. That'll never happen. Like this, he happened to fall this far. I ended up, finding different players for each other position. So, okay, I guess Brock Bowers is the guy. Didn't expect it to actually come true here, but it did. So, really, fascinating that Brock Bowers ends up at 13 for the Raiders, who, listen, it's not like they don't have weapons, right? You have Devontae Adams, although he's not getting any younger. But I like Jacoby Myers. I don't know if we've given up on Hunter Renfrow or not. I don't know what to make of all that. But, again, Brock Bowers is just an awesome player. And I've made a whole film study talking about Brock Bowers and what I like about him. So you can check that out on this channel if you haven't already. But, sometimes just get a great player. And I feel like the teams that aren't going quarterback are doing pretty good for themselves because they're getting pretty good players for the most part. If you're not drafting a quarterback or drafting for need, really, you're probably coming out pretty good in this draft class. So I really like what the Raiders did here. And it's kind of the opposite of what the Raiders used to always do, right? Where they would solely focus on, this is our guy, got to get him. It's like, just get the player everyone likes and thinks is good, and he'll probably be pretty good. So I know there's going to be some concern with the tight end position about, I think some people will be a little just concerned with the idea of, okay, Kyle Pitts was this super hyped up tight end prospect. He didn't exactly hit the way maybe we thought he might. That does happen for sure, but there's enough good tight ends. You look at the history of the first tight end drafted, they tend to be pretty, that tends to be a pretty good player. And even Kyle Pitts has been pretty good. He just hasn't been a superstar. So I think they got a good player. I like the move. I think it was smart by the Raiders. And, a player like that falls to you, might as well just take him, especially when, there's already 6 quarterbacks off the board. So yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from ya. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.